A pregnant woman walks into a small-town diner, looking for nothing more than a warm meal. But the young waitress takes one look at her worn coat and decides she doesn't belong. In front of everyone, she dumps a glass of ice-cold water all over her. The entire diner erupts in laughter, until someone recognizes her. She's not just anyone. She's the wife of the most powerful and feared man in town, the kind of man who could destroy lives with a single phone call. The waitress's world shatters in an instant. She expects revenge. She expects to lose everything. But what happens next, no one could have predicted. Because this isn't a story about power. It's about something far more dangerous. Grace. When mercy is offered to someone who showed none, will it heal her? Or break her? And what secret from the waitress's past is about to surface that will change everything? I walk into Rosie's diner on a Tuesday morning when the sky is the color of old dishwater. My hands are cold. My belly is heavy with the baby I carry. The bell above the door jingles. Inside, the air smells like coffee and bacon grease. People sit at tables talking in low voices. They glance at me. I don't know any of them. I choose a booth near the back. The vinyl seat squeaks under my weight. A young woman approaches with a notepad. Her name tag says Tiffany. She looks me up and down. Her eyes linger on my worn coat. Something shifts in her expression. "What do you want?" she asks. Her voice is flat, cold. I smile anyway. "Good morning," I say. "May I have toast and eggs, please? And hot tea?" Tiffany writes without looking at me. She walks away. Her ponytail swings. I fold my hands on the table. I feel tired. The baby kicks. I rest one hand on my belly and whisper a small prayer. I ask for patience. I ask for warmth. The diner feels loud around me. Forks scrape plates. Someone laughs too hard. I close my eyes for just a moment. When I open them, Tiffany is back. She sets down a glass of water. Hard. Some splashes onto the table. "Food'll be out," she says. I nod. "Thank you." She rolls her eyes. I see it. My chest tightens. I grew up poor. I know what judgment looks like. I've worn it like a second skin my whole life. But I also know something else. Hurt people hurt others. Tiffany walks back to the counter. She talks to another waitress. They both look at me and laugh. My face grows warm. I look down at my hands. The food arrives. Tiffany drops the plate in front of me. The toast is cold. The eggs are runny. I don't complain. "Anything else?" Her voice is sharp. "No, thank you," I say quietly. She turns to leave. Then she stops. She picks up the water glass. "Oops," she says. The water dumps into my lap. Cold. Shocking. I gasp. I stand quickly. My legs are soaked. The water drips onto the floor. The diner goes quiet. Then someone laughs. Another person joins in. Martha felt humiliation rise like heat in her throat. I stand there dripping. My breath catches. Tiffany smirks. "Sorry about that. Guess I'm clumsy today." She's not sorry. I can hear it. I want to cry, but I don't. I press my lips together. I gather what dignity I have left. "It's all right," I say. My voice is steady. Somehow. I reach for my purse. My hands tremble. I pull out a few dollars and leave them on the table. Then I walk toward the door. Every step feels heavy. Everyone is watching. The cold air outside hits my wet clothes. I shiver. My eyes burn. I didn't deserve that. But I also know this. Responding with anger would only make things worse. Violence never heals. Cruelty never teaches kindness. I reach into my coat pocket for my wallet. It's not there. I look down. It's on the ground near the diner door. I must have dropped it. Before I can bend down, someone else does. A man kneels and picks it up. His hands are steady. His suit is dark and expensive. "Careful, sweetheart," he says. His voice is soft, tender. I look at him, my husband, Vince. He's been inside the diner the whole time, watching. His jaw is tight. His eyes are dark with something I recognize. Anger, but controlled. "I'm fine," I whisper. He hands me the wallet. Then he stands. His hand touches my back gently. A truck driver walking past slows down. He stares at Vince. His eyes widen. "That's Vince Marino," the man mutters to his companion. The other man stops. They both stare at me now. She's his wife? The words spread. I can almost hear them traveling back into the diner, through the windows, across the street. Vince Marino. The name carries weight in this town. Some people fear it. Some people respect it. Everyone knows it. He was someone different once. Someone harder. Someone I helped him leave behind. Now he's a man trying to do good. But the reputation follows him like a shadow. Vince's hand stays on my back. He guides me toward our car. His movements are calm, but I know him. His silence is like thunder. "Vince," I say quietly. "Not now, Martha." He opens the passenger door for me. I sit down carefully. My clothes are still wet. I feel cold, small. He closes my door and walks around to the driver's side. He gets in, starts the engine. We sit there for a moment. Inside the diner, I can see Tiffany through the window. She's frozen. Her face is pale. Someone must have told her. Martha felt something close to pity. "She didn't know," I say. Vince's knuckles are white on the steering wheel. "She knew enough to be cruel," he says. His voice is low, dangerous. "Vince." He looks at me. His eyes find mine. And there it is. The thing I love most about him. Beneath the steel, there's softness. "Only for me. She's just a girl," I say. "A hurt girl. She humiliated you." "Yes." "In front of everyone." "Yes." The silence stretches between us. I reach over and put my hand on his. His skin is warm. "Please," I whisper. "Don't do anything." He closes his eyes. His jaw works. I can see him fighting himself. "Martha, please." He turns his hand over. Our fingers lace together. "Why didn't you defend yourself?" he asks. His voice is softer now, confused. I rest my other hand on my belly. The baby moves. A small flutter. "Because hurt people hurt others," I say. "She didn't do it because of me. She did it because of something broken inside her." Vince shakes his head slowly. "You're too good." "No. I just remember what it's like to feel small." He looks at me for a long moment. Then he leans over and kisses my forehead. "We'll go back tomorrow," he says. "Together." My stomach tightens at the thought. But I nod. He puts the car in drive. We pull away from Rosie's diner. I watch it disappear in the side mirror. The drive home takes 15 minutes. We pass bare trees and gray fields. Winter has stripped everything down to its bones. Vince doesn't speak. I don't either. But the quiet isn't uncomfortable. We've learned to share silence. Our house sits at the edge of town. It's large, but not flashy. Vince built it after we married. He wanted something that felt like a home, not a fortress. The garden in front is my doing. Even now, in winter, there are evergreens, small statues, a stone bench where I sit and pray. We pull into the driveway. Vince turns off the engine. "I'm sorry you had to see that," I say. He looks at me. His eyes are soft now. "I'm sorry I wasn't sitting with you," he says. "You were protecting me in your own way." "Not well enough." I touch his face. His cheek is rough with stubble. "You protect me every day," I say. "Just by being you." Something shifts in his expression. He almost smiles. We go inside. The warmth of the house wraps around us. I take off my wet coat. My dress is damp but drying. Vince's phone rings. He looks at the screen and frowns. "I need to take this," he says. I nod. He walks toward his study. I hear his voice, low and steady, talking about numbers, foundations, projects. Vince changed his life 5 years ago. A tragedy pushed him. A young man died in a fight over territory. A boy, barely 18. Vince looked at that boy's mother and saw my face. Saw what could happen if he kept living the old way. So he stopped. He used his money to start programs, rehab centers, job training, youth outreach. People don't forget the past, but they're starting to see the present. I go to the kitchen and make tea. My hands are steadier now. Through the window, I see Carlo pull up, Vince's oldest friend. His right hand. Carlo knocks once and walks in. He sees me and nods. "Martha." "Hello, Carlo." He's polite to me. Always has been. But I know he doesn't understand me. Doesn't understand why Vince listens to me. "Boss in his office?" Carlo asks. "Yes." He heads that direction. I follow with my tea. I sit in the living room, close enough to hear. "You heard what happened?" Carlo's voice is tight. "I was there," Vince says. "Then you know we need to teach that waitress a lesson." My breath catches. I stand. I walk to the doorway of the study. Both men look at me. "No." I say. Carlo blinks. Martha? No lessons, no revenge, no fear. Vince leans back in his chair. He watches me, waiting. She disrespected you, Carlo says. Disrespected him. We can't let that slide. Why not? I ask. Because people need to know. People need to know what? That we respond to hurt with more hurt? Carlo's mouth tightens. He looks at Vince. Vince looks at me. His eyes find mine again. What do you want to do? He asks. Let me handle it, I say. My way. Your way, Carlo mutters. With what? Kindness? Yes. Carlo laughs. It's not a kind sound. But Vince doesn't laugh. He keeps looking at me. All right, he says finally. Boss. I said all right. Carlo's jaw works, but he nods. He knows better than to push. We go back tomorrow, Vince says to me. Together. You handle it your way. Thank you, I whisper. Carlo leaves. The door closes hard behind him. Vince stands. He comes to me. His hands touch my face. I hope you know what you're doing, he says. I do. She'll probably throw water on you again. Maybe. And you'll still be kind to her? Yes. His thumb brushes my cheek. You're something else, Martha Marino. I'm just trying to do what's right. I know. That's what I love about you. He kisses me, soft, gentle. When he pulls back, I see something in his face. Pride. But also fear. He's afraid I'll get hurt again. Afraid my way won't work. But I'm not afraid. Not of Tiffany. Not of tomorrow. I'm only afraid of what Vince might do if I fail. That night, I sit by the window. The moon is bright. It makes the snow in the garden glow. I'm knitting. A small blanket for the baby. Yellow yarn. Soft. Vince is on the phone in the next room. I hear him talking about contracts, deliveries, normal business. I think about Tiffany. Her angry eyes. Her sharp voice. I wonder what happened to make her so hard. Martha felt something close to sadness. Everyone has a story. Everyone carries something heavy. My own story is full of heavy things. I grew up in a house with no heat. My father drank. My mother worked 3 jobs. I learned early that the world is not gentle, but I also learned that gentleness can survive if you protect it, if you choose it every single day. I met Vince when I was 22. He was different then, harder. But even then, I saw something good in him. He saw something in me, too. Something he needed. We've been married 8 years, and every year he's become more the man I always knew he could be. But tonight, I saw the old Vince, the one who wanted to hurt people who hurt me. I love him for wanting to protect me, but I also fear that part of him, because violence is easy. Kindness is hard. I set down my knitting. I close my eyes. I pray. I pray for Tiffany. For whatever pain made her cruel. I pray for Vince. For patience. For peace. I pray for myself. For courage. Tomorrow, I'll walk back into that diner. I'll look Tiffany in the eyes. And I'll show her something she might not have seen in a long time. Grace. Morning comes cold and bright. I wake before Vince. I get dressed carefully. A clean dress. My good coat. I look at myself in the mirror. My belly is round. My face is tired. But my eyes are calm. Vince wakes. He watches me from the bed. You're sure about this? He asks. I'm sure. I'll be with you. I know. He gets up, gets dressed. We eat breakfast in silence. Toast, eggs, tea. The drive to town feels shorter today. Maybe because I'm not alone. We park in front of Rosie's diner. I can see people inside. Fewer than yesterday, but enough. Vince turns off the engine. He looks at me. If she does anything, she won't. Martha. I'll be fine. His jaw tightens, but he nods. We get out. Walk to the door. The bell jingles. Everyone stops talking. Heads turn. Eyes widen. The silence hangs heavy. I walk to the same booth. Vince sits across from me. His presence fills the space. Not threatening. Just there. Tiffany appears from the kitchen. She sees us. Her face goes pale. She walks over slowly. Her hands are shaking. I can see them. Good morning, dear, I say. My voice is gentle, warm. Tiffany's eyes dart to Vince, then back to me. What do you want? She asks. Her voice is small now, scared. I'd like a cup of tea, please, I say. She stares at me, confused. Tea, I repeat softly, and whatever my husband would like. Vince doesn't look at the menu. He looks at Tiffany. Coffee. Black, he says. His voice is calm, quiet, but it carries weight. Tiffany nods quickly. She rushes away. I hear whispers around us. People can't believe we came back. Can't believe I'm being kind. Vince leans forward. You know everyone is watching. I know. They think you're weak. That's okay. It's not okay. I reach across the table. I take his hand. Strength isn't always loud, Vince. Sometimes it's quiet. His thumb rubs across my knuckles. He doesn't argue. Tiffany comes back. She sets down my tea. Her hands shake so much the cup rattles in the saucer. She pours Vince's coffee. Some spills. I'm sorry, she whispers. I don't know if she means the coffee or yesterday. Maybe both. It's all right, I say. She looks at me. Really looks at me. Her eyes are red. She's been crying. Vince reaches into his pocket. He pulls out his wallet. He lays $200 bills on the table. Tiffany's eyes go wide. For the water you spilled yesterday, Vince says quietly. May it cleanse your heart. His voice is soft. There's no anger in it. Just hope. Tiffany's breath catches. She looks at the money, then at me, then at Vince. I don't understand, she whispers. I smile at her. You don't have to understand. Just accept it. She picks up the money with trembling fingers. Tears run down her face. I'm sorry, she says again, louder this time. I'm so sorry. I know, I say, and I forgive you. Martha felt something lift in her chest. Tiffany covers her mouth. She turns and hurries to the back. I hear her crying. Vince looks at me. Something shifts in his expression. Pride, surprise, love. You did it, he says. We did it. We drink our tea and coffee. We don't stay long, but we stay long enough for everyone to see. Kindness doesn't need to shout. It just needs to show up. When we leave, I glance back through the window. Tiffany is standing at the counter. She's holding the money, staring at it. And for the first time since I met her, she doesn't look angry. She looks broken, and maybe, just maybe, ready to heal. Vince drives us home. His hand finds mine on the seat between us. I'm proud of you, he says. I'm proud of us. Think she'll change? I don't know. But we planted a seed. He nods slowly. And if it doesn't grow, then we keep planting. He smiles. It's small, but real. You're teaching me, Martha. One act at a time. I squeeze his hand. We're teaching each other. The rest of the drive is quiet, but it's a good quiet. Peaceful. When we get home, I sit in the garden, even though it's cold, even though there's snow. I think about Tiffany, about the look on her face when Vince left that money, when I said I forgave her. I think she expected revenge. Everyone probably did. But revenge doesn't heal. It only breaks things further. I touch my belly. The baby kicks. This child will grow up in a world that's hard. I can't change that. But I can show them how to meet hardness with softness, how to meet hate with love. Vince comes out. He sits beside me on the bench. He doesn't say anything. He just sits. We watch the sun sink behind the trees. The sky turns pink and gold. Tomorrow, I'm going to invite her to volunteer, I say. Vince looks at me. At the soup kitchen? Yes. Why? Because she needs to see that kindness isn't just for show. It's a way of life. He's quiet for a moment. Then he says, what if she doesn't come? Then I'll try again. And if she never comes? Then at least I tried. Vince wraps his arm around me. I lean into him. You're going to change this town, he whispers. No, I say. We are. The stars come out, one by one, like little promises in the dark. And I feel something I haven't felt in a long time. Hope. The next morning, I write the invitation by hand. The paper is cream-colored. Simple. I choose my words carefully. Dear Tiffany, you are invited to volunteer at Maplewood Community Kitchen. We serve those in need every Tuesday and Thursday. We would be honored to have you join us. With kindness, Martha Marino. I fold it into an envelope. I don't seal it. I want her to be able to open it easily. Vince watches me from the doorway. You really think she'll come? He asks. I don't know, but I have to try. And if she tears it up, then that's her choice. He comes closer, sits beside me at the kitchen table. You see something in her, he says. I see someone who's hurting. The world is full of people who are hurting, Martha. I know, but this one threw water on me, so this one is mine to reach. His eyes find mine. He's quiet for a moment. I used to solve problems differently, he says. I know. Your way is harder. Yes, but it lasts longer. He kisses my temple. Then he stands. I'll drive you, he says. We go to the diner that afternoon. It's quieter. The lunch rush is over. I walk in alone this time. Vince waits in the car. He understands that some things I need to do by myself. Tiffany is wiping down tables. She sees me. She freezes. I walk to the counter. I set the envelope down gently. For you, I say. She stares at it. Doesn't touch it. I don't want your charity, she says. Her voice is defensive, but quieter than before. It's not charity. It's an invitation. To what? To something good. She picks up the envelope. She doesn't open it. Just holds it. Why are you doing this? She asks. Martha felt her chest tighten. Because everyone deserves a second chance, I say. I don't deserve anything from you. Maybe not, but I'm giving it anyway. She looks at me. Her eyes are red, tired. I have a kid, she says suddenly. A son, Eli. He's 6. That's wonderful. We're barely making it. The power got shut off yesterday. My heart breaks a little. I can hear the shame in her voice. I'm sorry, I say softly. I don't need your pity. I'm not offering pity. I'm offering help. She sets the envelope on the counter. Hard. I don't need help. But her hands are shaking, and I can see that she does. I don't push. I just nod. The invitation stands, I say. Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock. I turn to leave. Then I stop. Tiffany? She looks up. You're stronger than you think, I say. Her breath catches. She doesn't respond. I walk out. Vince sees my face and opens the car door. She didn't take it well? He asks. She took the envelope. That's enough for now. We drive home. I pray the whole way. Tuesday morning arrives. I go to the soup kitchen at 8:30. The building is small, old, but warm inside. Volunteers are already there, setting up tables, stirring pots of stew, slicing bread. Dana, the kitchen coordinator, greets me with a hug. Morning, Martha. Ready for another day? Always. The Marino Foundation funds this place, but I don't run it. I just serve. I tie on an apron. I take my place at the serving line. At 9 o'clock, the doors open. People begin filing in. Families, elderly folks, a few veterans. I smile at each one, ladle stew into bowls, hand out bread. 9:15, no Tiffany. 9:30, still no Tiffany. I try not to feel disappointed, but I do. Then, at 9:40, the door opens. Tiffany walks in. She's holding a small boy's hand. Eli. He has her eyes, big and uncertain. Tiffany sees me. She stops. For a moment, I think she'll leave. But then Dana approaches her. You must be Tiffany. Martha said you might come. Welcome. Dana's warmth is genuine. She hands Tiffany an apron. Tiffany takes it slowly. She looks at me across the room. I smile. Not a big smile, just a gentle one. She walks over. Eli clings to her leg. I didn't know if I should bring him, she says. Of course you should. We have a children's area in the back. Toys and books. He'll be okay? He'll be safe. Something shifts in her expression. Relief. Dana takes Eli to the back. He looks nervous, but goes. Tiffany stands beside me. I hand her a ladle. Just smile and serve, I say. That's all you need to do. I'm not good at smiling. Then just serve. The smile will come. We work side by side. At first she's stiff, uncomfortable. But slowly, as people thank her, as they smile at her, she begins to soften. An older man with a cane approaches. He's missing several teeth. God bless you, young lady, he says to Tiffany. She blinks. You're welcome. He shuffles away. Tiffany watches him go. Does he come here often? She asks. 3 times a week. He seems happy. He's grateful. There's a difference. She's quiet, thinking. A young mother with 2 small children comes through. The kids are thin. Their clothes are worn. Tiffany serves them carefully, gives them extra bread. The mother whispers, "Thank you." Tiffany's voice is soft when she says, "You're welcome." After an hour, we take a break. Tiffany checks on Eli. He's playing with blocks. Happy. She comes back to me, sits at one of the tables. "I didn't expect it to feel like this," she says. "Like what?" "Good. Helping people feels good. Martha felt warmth spread through her chest. Yes, I say. It does. I thought it would feel fake. Like charity. It's not charity when you give with your hands and your heart. She looks at me. Really looks at me. Why did you forgive me? She asks. Because holding on to anger would only hurt me. Not you. I was cruel to you. Yes. And you just let it go? I gave it to God. He's better at carrying heavy things than I am. She shakes her head slowly. I don't know how to do that. You learn. One day at a time. She's quiet for a long moment. Then she says something that surprises me. I want to come back. Next week. If that's okay. It's more than okay. It's wonderful. Her eyes well up. She looks away quickly. I don't cry, she says. Everyone cries. It's okay. Not me. Not in front of people. But a tear escapes anyway. She wipes it away fast. I don't say anything. I just sit with her. The next Tuesday she comes again. And the Tuesday after that. By the fourth week she's bringing Eli every time. He's made friends with other kids. He laughs more. Tiffany smiles more too. Not big smiles, but real ones. We start talking during breaks. She tells me about her life, her struggles. I used to have a husband, she says one day. Kyle. He left 2 years ago. I'm sorry. Don't be. He was difficult. I don't push. I just listen. He got into drugs, lost his job, started blaming me for everything. That must have been hard. It was. Eli doesn't remember him much. That's probably good. Maybe. But every boy wants a father. Her jaw tightens. He doesn't deserve Eli. No. But Eli still deserves to know he's loved. She looks at me. Her eyes are hard again. You don't know what it's like. To be abandoned. Martha felt old pain stir. I do, actually. I say quietly. She blinks. Surprised. My father left when I was 7. I continue. Just walked out one day. Never came back. I didn't know. Most people don't. But pain is pain, Tiffany. It doesn't matter what caused it. She's quiet. Then she says, how did you get past it? I didn't. Not fully. But I learned to live with it. And I learned that I didn't want to become like him. What do you mean? I didn't want to abandon people the way he abandoned me. She stares at her hands. I think I do that. Push people away. Why? Because it's easier than being left. Is it easier? Or just lonelier? Her breath catches. The silence stretches between us. But it's not uncomfortable. Finally, she says, you're different, Martha. I don't understand you, but I respect you. Thank you. That means a lot. She stands. I should get back to work. I nod. But I feel something. A shift. We're not just volunteers working together anymore. We're becoming friends. Vince notices the change in me. One evening, as we sit by the fire, he says, you're lighter. What do you mean? You seem happy. More than usual. I am happy. Tiffany is coming around. I can see that. You're good at this, Martha. Reaching people. I just show up. God does the rest. He smiles. Don't sell yourself short. I lean against him. His arm wraps around me. I'm proud of you, he says. You've said that before. I'll keep saying it. The baby kicks. Vince's hand moves to my belly. He feels it too. She's strong, he says. You think it's a girl? I hope so. The world needs more women like you. Martha felt her eyes burn with happy tears. Or maybe a boy like you, I say. God help us if it's a boy like me. You're not so bad. I used to be. Used to be. You're different now. He's quiet. Then he says, because of you. No, because you chose to be. He kisses the top of my head. We sit like that for a long time. The next week, something changes. Tiffany arrives at the soup kitchen looking scared. Her hands are shaking worse than usual. What's wrong? I ask. Nothing. I'm fine. But she's not fine. I can see it. We serve together. But she's distracted. She drops a ladle, spills soup. During break, I pull her aside. Tiffany, talk to me. She shakes her head. I can't. Why not? Because you'll hate me. I won't. You will. Martha felt her stomach tighten. Try me. I say softly. She looks around. Make sure no one is listening. Then she whispers, Kyle showed up yesterday. Your ex-husband? Yes. He knows I'm volunteering here. He knows about you and Vince. Okay. He said I'm working for the mob, that you're just using me. That's not true. I know that, but he's angry. He wants money. Did you give him any? I don't have any to give. And even if I did, she trails off. Her eyes fill with tears. He threatened me, Martha. Said he'll tell people things. About my past. What things? She closes her eyes. A tear escapes. I have a record. From 6 years ago. I stole from a store. Got caught. Did 6 months. Martha felt something in her chest crack open. I was desperate. Eli was a baby. We had no food, no formula. I took what I needed. Oh, Tiffany. I'm not proud of it. But I did my time. I've been clean since. But Kyle knows. And he'll use it against me if I don't help him. Her voice is breaking now. She's crying openly. I take her hands. They're cold. Does he want you to steal again? I ask. No, worse. He wants me to get information about Vince, about the foundation. He thinks there's money he can blackmail. My blood runs cold, but I keep my voice steady. What did you tell him? She looks at me. Her eyes are desperate. I told him no. I told him I'd never do that to you. But he said he'll go to the police. Tell them I'm working with criminals. He'll make something up. Get me arrested. And then Eli will go into foster care. Her whole body is shaking now. I can't lose my son, Martha. I can't. I pull her into a hug. She cries into my shoulder. You won't lose him, I whisper. I promise. How can you promise that? Because you're going to tell Vince everything, and we're going to fix this. She pulls back. Her face is pale. I can't tell Vince. He'll think I'm working with Kyle. He won't. How do you know? Because I know my husband, and I know you. You're not a thief anymore, Tiffany. You're a good person who made a mistake. He won't see it that way. Yes, he will. The silence hangs heavy between us. Finally, she nods. Barely. Okay, she whispers. I'll tell him. But you have to be there. I will be. Tonight. Come to our house for dinner. Dinner? Yes, we'll talk. As friends. Her breath catches. You still want to be my friend? After everything? Especially after everything. She cries again. But this time, it's different. Softer. Thank you, she whispers. That evening, Tiffany comes to our house. She brings Eli. He's nervous, shy. I greet them at the door. Vince is in the living room. He stands when he sees them. Tiffany, Eli, welcome, he says. His voice is formal, but not unkind. Eli hides behind his mother's leg. Vince kneels down to his level. Hey, buddy. You like dinosaurs? Eli nods. Barely. Vince smiles. Me too. I have some dinosaur books in the other room. Wanna see? Eli looks up at Tiffany. She nods. Slowly, Eli follows Vince. They disappear into the study. Tiffany and I sit in the living room. She's trembling. It'll be okay, I say. I don't know if I can do this. You can. You're braver than you think. A few minutes later, Vince comes back. Eli is in the study looking at books. Vince sits across from us. His eyes are calm, patient. Martha said you needed to talk, he says. Tiffany nods. She can't seem to find words. I take her hand. Go ahead, I say gently. She takes a shaky breath. Then she tells him everything. The theft, the prison time, Kyle's threats. Vince listens without interrupting. His face doesn't change. When she finishes, the silence stretches. Tiffany's voice is barely a whisper. I understand if you want me to leave. I needed to be honest. Vince leans forward. His eyes find hers. I've done far worse, he says. She blinks, surprised. I've hurt people, Tiffany. Destroyed lives. For money. For pride. For power. His voice is steady, honest. I don't judge you for stealing to feed your son. I judge myself for the things I did for nothing but ego. Tiffany's breath catches. You did your time, Vince continues. You're trying to change. That's more than most people do. But Kyle? Kyle is not your problem anymore. He's mine. What are you going to do? Vince glances at me. I know what he's asking. No violence, I say quietly. He nods. No violence, but I'll make sure he understands that you're under my protection. And that threatening you is a very bad idea. I don't want to cause trouble. You're not causing trouble. He is. Vince stands. He walks to his study, makes a phone call. I hear him talking, low, firm. When he comes back, he says, It's handled. Kyle won't bother you again. How can you be sure? Because I offered him something better than blackmail. A job. In my rehab program. Tiffany's eyes go wide. He'll either take it, Vince continues, or he'll leave town. Either way, he's done threatening you. Martha felt pride swell in her chest. This is the man I married. Not the man who solves problems with fear, but the man who solves them with grace. Tiffany covers her face. She's crying again. Why? She asks. Why would you help me after everything? Vince looks at me, then back at her. Because Martha believes in second chances. And I believe in Martha. Something shifts in Tiffany's expression. Gratitude. Relief. Hope. Thank you, she whispers. Thank her, Vince says. She's the one who saw something good in you. We eat dinner together. All four of us. Eli warms up to Vince. They talk about dinosaurs. Tiffany smiles. A real smile. When they leave, she hugs me at the door. I won't let you down, she says. I know you won't. The next few weeks are peaceful. Tiffany keeps volunteering. Kyle takes the job offer. He enters rehab. Vince starts a new program. Second Chance Initiative. Hiring people with records. Giving them real work. Real dignity. Tiffany becomes one of the managers. She oversees supply distribution for the soup kitchen. She's good at it. Organized. Dedicated. One day, she tells me, I never thought my life could look like this. Like what? Stable. Happy. Good. It's because you chose it. No, it's because you chose me first. Martha felt tears prick her eyes. We chose each other, I say. She nods. Her eyes are bright. Then the storm comes. It's mid-February. The weather forecast warns of a blizzard. Power outages expected. Vince and I prepare. We stock food, candles, blankets, but I think about the people in town, the ones with no heat, no shelter. We have to open the house, I say. Vince looks at me. Open it how? To families. Anyone who needs warmth. Martha, we don't have room for... We have 6 bedrooms, a fireplace, a generator. He's quiet, thinking. Please, I say. His jaw tightens. Then he nods. All right, I'll make the calls. Within hours, word spreads. The Marino estate is open to anyone who needs shelter. Families start arriving. Elderly neighbors. Single mothers with children. Tiffany comes with Eli. She helps me set up beds. Distribute blankets. The snow begins falling. Thick and fast. By evening, there are 20 people in our house. The generator hums. The fireplace crackles. Children play in the living room. Adults talk quietly in the kitchen. Tiffany and I make soup, sandwiches, hot chocolate. Vince walks through, checking on people, making sure everyone is warm. An elderly woman thanks him. He just nods. But I see it. The change in him. He's not just protecting anymore. He's caring. The storm rages outside. But inside, there's warmth, community. Then, around 10 o'clock, I feel it. A tightening. Low in my belly. I stop stirring the soup. My hand grips the counter. Martha? Tiffany's voice is sharp. What's wrong? I don't know. Another tightening. Stronger this time. Martha felt fear spike through her. The baby, I whisper. Tiffany's eyes go wide. Is it time? I don't know. It's too early. How early? 3 weeks. She grabs my arm. We need to get you to a hospital. The roads are closed, the storm. Then we call an ambulance. They can't get through either. Panic flashes across her face. Then something else. Determination. Where's Vince? She asks. In the study. She runs. Seconds later, Vince is there. His hands are on my face. Martha, look at me. His voice is steady, but his eyes are scared. I'm okay, I say. I think the baby's coming. His jaw tightens. We'll get you to... We can't. The storm. He closes his eyes. Just for a moment. Then he's moving. Barking orders. Calling Carlo. Calling someone who knows medicine. Tiffany takes my hand. I've done this before. With Eli. I can help you. I'm scared. I whisper. I know. But you're strong. And I'm not leaving you. Martha felt something break open inside her. This woman I barely knew 3 months ago. This woman who humiliated me. She's here, holding my hand, promising to stay. Another contraction hits. Harder. I cry out. Vince is back. He lifts me, carries me to our bedroom. I've got you, he whispers. I've got you. The next hours are a blur. Pain. Fear. Tiffany's voice guiding me. Vince's hand in mine. The power flickers. Once, twice. Then it goes out completely. Darkness swallows the room. Someone finds candles. Flashlights. The generator kicks in, but only partially. Push, Tiffany says. You have to push. I can't, I sob. Yes, you can. Martha, look at me. Her eyes are strong, certain. You're the bravest woman I know. You can do this. I push, and push, and push. Vince is beside me. His face is wet with tears. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. And then suddenly there's a cry. A baby's cry. The lights flicker back on, just as the baby is born. Tiffany is holding her. A tiny, perfect girl. She's here, Tiffany whispers. She's perfect. She places her in my arms. My daughter. She has dark hair. Vince's eyes. I start crying. Vince is crying too. She brought the light back, he whispers. I look at him, then at Tiffany. We're naming her Grace, I say. Vince nods. He can't speak. Tiffany wipes her eyes. It's perfect. Grace. Because that's what saved us all. The storm passes. The sun rises. The world is white and clean. People start leaving, heading back to their homes, thanking us. Tiffany stays. She helps me with the baby, teaches me things she learned with Eli. You're a natural, she says. I'm terrified. That's normal. But look at her. She trusts you completely. I look at Grace. She's sleeping in my arms. Martha felt overwhelming love. Thank you, I whisper to Tiffany, for everything. You saved me first, she says. No, we saved each other. She smiles. A true, full smile. That morning we sit together in the kitchen. Vince makes pancakes. Tiffany feeds Eli. I hold Grace. It feels like family. The kind of family I always wanted. Not perfect, but real. Vince looks at me across the table. His eyes are soft. You did it, he says quietly. Did what? Changed everything. We did it together. He reaches across, takes my hand, and for the first time in a long time, everything feels right. Grace is 2 weeks old when Tiffany tells me she got a call from the diner. We're sitting in my living room. Grace is sleeping against my chest. Tiffany is folding baby clothes. The manager called, she says. Rosie's. They want me back. I look up. That's good news. Is it? Her voice is uncertain. You don't want to go back? I ask. She sets down a tiny yellow onesie. I don't know. Things are different now. How? I'm different. And that place? It's where I was my worst self. Martha felt understanding bloom in her chest. Maybe that's exactly why you should go back, I say. She looks at me, confused. You can't change the past, I continue. But you can change what that place means, what it becomes. I don't understand. Go back, but not as the person who was cruel, as the person who learned grace. She's quiet, thinking. What if I fail? She asks. Then you try again, but you won't fail. How do you know? Because you're not doing it alone. You have us. You have this. I gesture around. At the foundation. At everything we've built together. Her eyes well up. She blinks quickly. I'm still not good at crying, she mutters. You're getting better. She laughs. It's a small sound, but real. Okay, she says. I'll do it. I'll go back. Good. But I'm scared. Being scared means you care. That's a good thing. She nods slowly. Then she reaches over and touches Grace's tiny hand. She's lucky, Tiffany says, to have you as a mother. And Eli is lucky to have you. Something shifts in her expression. Pride. Maybe for the first time. The next week, Tiffany starts back at Rosie's diner. She works mornings, then volunteers at the soup kitchen in the afternoons. I visit her on her 3rd day back. I bring Grace in a carrier. The diner is busy. Tiffany moves between tables. Her movements are different now, purposeful, kind. I watch her greet an older couple. She smiles at them, asks about their day. They light up. You can see it. She brings them coffee. Extra cream without being asked. When she sees me, she waves. She comes over during her break. How's it going? I ask. Different. People remember me. The old me. And I have to show them I've changed. One person at a time. That's all any of us can do. She looks at Grace sleeping peacefully. She's getting bigger. A little. Every day. You look tired. I am. but it's a good tired. Tiffany's smile is soft. You're a natural at this, Martha. Being a mom. I don't feel natural. I feel terrified most of the time. That means you're doing it right. We both laugh, quiet and easy. Her manager calls her name. She has to get back to work. But before she leaves, she says, "Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for proving me right." That evening, Vince and I sit in the nursery. Grace is in her crib, not sleeping, just looking at us. "Tiffany's doing well," Vince says. "She is. I'm proud of her. She's not the only one who changed." I look at him. "What do you mean?" "The whole town is watching, seeing what kindness can do. It's not just kindness, it's consistency." He nods. "You know, Carlo asked me yesterday why I'm doing all this." "What did you tell him?" "That I'm tired of building walls. I want to build bridges instead." Martha felt warmth spread through her chest. "And what did he say?" "He said he doesn't understand it, but he respects it. That's progress." "It is. Small progress. But progress." Grace makes a small sound. Vince reaches in and picks her up. She fits perfectly in his arms. His huge hands cradle her so gently. "I never thought I'd have this," he says quietly. "Have what?" "Peace. A family. A reason to be better." His eyes find mine. They're shining. "You gave me that," he says. "We gave it to each other." He leans down and kisses me. Soft and sure. Grace yawns between us. We both laugh. "She's tired of the mushy stuff," I say. "She'll understand someday, when she's older." "I hope so." We sit together, the three of us, in the quiet, and I think about how far we've come, how much has changed. 2 weeks later, I'm at the diner again, this time with Vince. The place is different, warmer somehow. Tiffany has put up a small sign near the register. It says, "Free meal for anyone in need. No questions asked. Sponsored by the Marino Foundation." Vince sees it and smiles. "You did that?" Tiffany appears. "I asked first. Martha said yes." "It's perfect," I say. "We've already served 3 families this week," Tiffany says. "People are talking about it." "Good," Vince says. "Let them talk." We sit at a booth. Tiffany brings us coffee and tea. She doesn't spill anything. Her hands are steady. A young woman walks in. She has a baby on her hip. She looks exhausted, scared. Tiffany approaches her. "Hi there. Looking for a table?" The woman hesitates. I don't have much money." Tiffany smiles gently. "You see that sign? You qualify." "I don't want charity." "It's not charity, it's community. Come on, sit." The woman's eyes fill with tears. She sits. Tiffany brings her food, a full plate, juice for the baby. I watch it all, my throat tight. Vince reaches across the table, takes my hand. "You started this," he says. "No, we all did. She's becoming you. She's becoming herself, her best self." Something shifts in his expression. Pride. We finish our coffee and leave, but the image stays with me. Tiffany caring for someone the way I cared for her. The circle completing itself. Spring comes slowly. The snow melts. Green appears. Grace is 2 months old. She's starting to smile. Real smiles that light up her whole face. Tiffany visits often. She brings Eli. The boys play together in the garden. One afternoon, she tells me Kyle is doing better. "He's been sober for 6 weeks, she says. "That's wonderful. He wants to see Eli." Her voice is careful, uncertain. "How do you feel about that?" I ask. "Scared. What if he relapses? What if he hurts Eli again?" "Again?" She looks down. "Not physically, but emotionally. He would promise things and never show up. Eli would wait by the window for hours." Martha felt her heart break a little. "That must have been hard," I say. "It was. I don't want to go through that again." Then set boundaries. Supervised visits, short ones. Let him earn trust back. She nods slowly. "That's what Vince said too." Vince talked to you about it?" "Yeah. He said redemption isn't instant. It's earned, day by day." He's right. I know. It's just hard to trust again. Of course it is. But if Kyle is really trying, Eli deserves the chance to know his father. She's quiet for a long moment. Then she says, "Okay, I'll try." "You're brave, Tiffany." "I'm not brave. I'm terrified." "That's what brave means. Doing it even when you're scared." Her breath catches. She looks at me with something like wonder. "How did you get so wise?" she asks. "I'm not wise. I just survived enough to learn a few things." The first visit between Kyle and Eli happens at the soup kitchen, neutral ground. Tiffany asks me to be there. I agree. Kyle arrives nervous. He's thinner, cleaner. His eyes are clearer than I expected. Eli hides behind Tiffany's leg when he sees his father. Kyle kneels down. "Hey, buddy. Remember me?" Eli shakes his head. Kyle's face falls, but he doesn't push. "That's okay. We can get to know each other again. Slow." Tiffany's jaw is tight, but she nods at Eli. Slowly, Eli steps forward. Just a little. Kyle pulls out a small toy car. "I got this for you. Red. Your favorite color, right?" Eli's eyes light up. He takes the car. "Thank you," he whispers. Kyle's eyes fill with tears. He blinks them back. They sit at a table. Kyle shows Eli how to roll the car. They play for 20 minutes. When it's time to leave, Eli waves goodbye. Small but real. Kyle stands. He looks at Tiffany. "Thank you," he says. His voice is humble, honest. Tiffany nods. She doesn't smile, but she doesn't scowl either. After they leave, she sits down hard. She's shaking. "That was harder than I thought," she says. "You did good." "Did I? I wanted to grab Eli and run. But you didn't. You let him have his father, even when it hurt." She covers her face. "Why does doing the right thing hurt so much?" "Because love is risk. And risk hurts." Martha felt tears in her own eyes. She looks at me. "Is it always this hard?" "Sometimes, but it gets easier. And it's worth it." She nods. Slowly, like she's trying to believe me. Summer arrives warm and bright. Grace is 4 months old. She laughs now. Big belly laughs that make everyone smile. The Merino Foundation is expanding. More programs, more people helped. Other businesses in town start following our lead. The hardware store offers free repairs for seniors. The grocery store has a donation box for struggling families. Maplewood is changing, slowly, but surely. One day the mayor calls Vince. He wants to honor him at a town ceremony. Vince is uncomfortable with the idea. "I don't need recognition." "It's not about need," I say. "It's about showing people that change is real." "I still did terrible things, Martha." "Yes, but you're doing better things now. Let people see that." He's quiet. Then he nods. The ceremony is on a Saturday afternoon. The town square is full of people. Vince stands at the podium. He looks uncomfortable, but strong. The mayor talks about the foundation, the programs, the lives changed. Then Vince speaks. His voice is steady. "I don't deserve this honor. I'm not here because I'm good. I'm here because I'm trying to be better." The crowd is silent, listening. "My wife taught me something. That kindness is stronger than fear. That grace is more powerful than revenge." His eyes find mine in the crowd. "She changed me, and in changing me, she changed this town." He steps back. The crowd applauds. But Vince is looking at me. Only me. Martha felt pride and love swell so big she could barely breathe. After the ceremony, people come up to thank us, to shake our hands. Tiffany is there with Eli. She's wearing a nice dress. Her hair is done. "You look beautiful," I tell her. She blushes. "I wanted to look nice. For you guys. We're proud of you. I'm proud of me too. Is that weird?" No. It's perfect. The next big moment comes in July. Grace's baptism. We choose the small church on Main Street, the one with the white steeple. Vince was hesitant at first. "I haven't been to church in 20 years. "Then it's time," I say gently. "God and I aren't exactly on good terms." "He's not keeping score, Vince. He's just waiting." He looks at me. His jaw works. "For you," he says finally. "I'll do it for you. Do it for Grace. And for yourself." The morning of the baptism is perfect. Sunny and warm. We dress Grace in a white gown. She looks like an angel. Vince wears a suit. He's nervous. I can see it in the way his hands move. "You okay?" I ask. "I don't know. What if people judge me for being there? Then let them. We're not going for them. We're going for us." He takes a deep breath, nods. The church is full. Tiffany is there with Eli. Kyle sits a few rows back. They're working on things. Slowly. Carlo is there too, looking uncomfortable in a pew. The pastor is kind. He talks about grace, about second chances, about how God's love is bigger than our mistakes. Vince's hand finds mine. He squeezes. When Grace is baptized, the water touches her head. She doesn't cry. She just looks around with wide eyes. The pastor says, "Grace begets grace." This child is a reminder that we are all capable of redemption. Something shifts in Vince's expression. A tear rolls down his cheek. He doesn't wipe it away. I lean into him. Our family. Together. After the service, people come up to congratulate us. To coo over Grace. Tiffany holds her for a moment. Grace grabs her finger. "She's perfect," Tiffany whispers. "She's ours," I say. "All of ours." Tiffany looks at me, understanding. This community, this family we've built. It's not blood. It's choice. A week later, Tiffany comes to me with an idea. "I want to write you a letter," she says. "A letter?" "Yeah, to say thank you. For everything. You don't have to." "I know, but I want to. I need to put it into words." "Okay, then I'll treasure it." She writes it that night. Brings it to me the next day. I open it carefully. Her handwriting is neat. Careful. "Dear Martha, I don't know how to say this right, but I'll try. You taught me forgiveness when I deserved none. You showed me kindness when I showed you cruelty. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Because of you, my son has a better life. Because of you, I have hope. I'm not perfect. I still mess up, but I'm trying. Every day I'm trying to be the person you saw in me. Thank you. For everything. Love, Tiffany P.S. I'm enclosing a photo. It's me and Eli in our new apartment. We painted it yellow, like sunshine. Martha felt tears stream down her face. I look at the photo. Tiffany and Eli are smiling, really smiling. Behind them, the walls are bright yellow, cheerful. I show Vince that night. He reads it silently. When he finishes, his eyes are wet too. "You did that," he says. "We did that." He kisses my forehead. "I think it's time we expand. To other towns." "Really?" "Really. If this works here, it can work everywhere." "It'll be a lot of work." "Good. We have a lot of life left to live." I lean against him. Grace coos from her crib. "She's going to grow up in a better world," I say. "Because you made it better. Because we all did. Together." Months pass. Summer turns to fall. The town decides to hold a festival. The Festival of Hope, they call it. It's to celebrate the changes, the growth, the community. Booths line the streets. Photos display people helped by the foundation. Stories of transformation. Tiffany is asked to speak. She's terrified. "I can't do public speaking," she says. "Yes, you can," I tell her. "What if I mess up?" "Then you mess up. But you still show up." She practices her speech for a week. I listen every time. The day of the festival arrives. The town square is packed. Tiffany stands at the microphone. Her hands are shaking, but she starts speaking. "My name is Tiffany Reed. A year ago, I was cruel to a woman I didn't know. I judged her. I humiliated her. I was wrong." The crowd is silent. That woman was Martha Marino, and instead of getting revenge, she showed me grace. She taught me that people can change, that it's never too late to be better. Her voice is stronger now. Because of her, I have a job, a home, hope for the future. Because of her, my son is happy. Because of her, I'm proud of who I'm becoming. Martha felt her chest tighten with emotion. This town is changing. We're becoming a place where people get second chances, where kindness matters more than pride, where grace wins. She looks at me in the crowd, tears on her face. "Thank you, Martha, for seeing something good in me when I couldn't see it myself." The crowd erupts in applause. People are crying, smiling. Tiffany steps down. I meet her at the bottom of the stage. We hug, tight. "I'm so proud of you," I whisper. "I couldn't have done it without you." "Yes, you could, but I'm glad you didn't have to." That evening, fireworks light up the sky. Grace watches from Vince's arms, her eyes wide with wonder. Tiffany stands beside us, Eli on her hip. Kyle is there too, sober, present. The whole town is together, celebrating. Vince leans close to me. "You did it," he whispers. "We did it." "No, you. You changed everything." I look around at the people, the joy, the hope. Kindness always finds its way home, I whisper. He kisses my temple. Yes, it does. The fireworks bloom overhead, red and gold and silver, and I feel complete. Epilogue. 3 years pass. They're good years, quiet years. Grace is 3 now. She runs through the garden chasing butterflies. Her laugh is the best sound in the world. The diner thrives. Tiffany manages it now. She bought it last year with a loan from the foundation. She trains young waitresses, teaches them to lead with kindness. The sign still hangs by the register. Free meal for anyone in need. She's served hundreds of people. Never asked a single question. Kyle is part of Eli's life now. Not full-time, but present. He's been sober 2 years. Tiffany and Kyle aren't together, but they're good parents. Together. The Marino Foundation has expanded to 3 other towns. More programs. More lives changed. Maplewood is known now. The town of second chances, people call it. It's a Sunday morning, early fall. The air is crisp and clean. We're in the garden, all of us. Vince, Grace, Tiffany, Eli, Kyle, Carlo. An odd family, but ours. Grace picks a flower, brings it to me. For you, Mama. Martha felt her heart overflow. Thank you, sweetheart. Vince is at the grill, making pancakes outside. He says they taste better in the fresh air. Tiffany is setting the table. Eli helps. Kyle pours juice. His hands are steady. Even Carlo is smiling, actually smiling. We sit together. We eat. We talk. It's simple, normal, but it's everything. After breakfast, Vince and I walk through the garden. Just the 2 of us. He takes my hand. Remember that morning at the diner? How could I forget? That spilled glass of water changed everything. It did. He stops walking, turns to me. I used to think strength was power, control, fear. His eyes find mine. But you taught me the truth. Strength is grace, mercy, love. You taught yourself. I just reminded you. He touches my face. So gentle. That one spilled glass of water, he says softly, was heaven's way of washing our hearts clean. Martha felt tears blur her vision. I love you, I whisper. I love you more. We stand there. In the garden we planted together. In the life we built. Grace runs over. Daddy, come play. Vince laughs. He chases her through the flowers. I watch them. My family. Tiffany joins me. We stand side by side. Thank you, she says quietly. For what? For not giving up on me. Thank you for not giving up on yourself. She smiles, full and bright. We stand there. 2 women who started as strangers, who became family. The sun is warm on my face. The air smells like autumn. Everything is right. Everything is good. I close my eyes, breathe deep. Grace laughs. Vince chases her. Eli joins in. The world is full of broken things, hard things, but it's also full of this. Love, grace, second chances. I open my eyes. Vince is looking at me, across the garden. Through the chaos, he smiles. I smile back. We're home, finally, truly. She smiled. Everything was finally at peace.